let's try again. Let's see if it works. If this does not work and people tell me that the audio in my mouth are not mixing, we're gonna have to go and just do this on a regular video, which is not really what I want to do because I think it's funnier live when you have like actual reactions with people. But we'll see. We'll see. Hello, Thor. I don't know why you're rubbing on me. I'm kind of soaking wet right now. This is soaking wet. Okay, Teresa, is it working? Is it working, friends? If it's not working, I will just make this into a regular video. I'm sat right by the house. I can't go inside because I've got pond everything all over me, and I'm not going to do that. Okay, if it starts going out, please let me know like immediately and I'll like make a video. But I feel like it's important for everybody to hear my side of the story on what happened before you see the video, because like I said, I'm gonna look crazy. So to catch everybody up to speed who might not have been here, or just to get back to where we were, I'm disgusting. It looks like I might have gone and dunked myself in an animal water or a hose. No. I ended up in the pond today. And just for a little tidbit, y'all know, in the pond, turtles, yes, bullfrogs, oh my gosh, hello, excuse you, you tell them, Thor, yeah, turtles, bullfrogs, potentially snakes, a lot of mud, maybe fish, I don't know. Anyway, so hi Maisie, you want to come up the stairs? Please be careful. Sorry, I need to shift my attention to her to make sure she gets up the stairs without, you did it without hurting your incision. Good girl. Okay, so yes, Maisie, I hear you. So we've been trying to give our ducks away. We've got a lot, and we had a mama just give birth to a lot more. It's just an ongoing battle we have, like kind of like I always say, we have an ongoing battle of the barber pole worms. Yeah, we do. We also have the ongoing battle of ducks, and we try as hard as we can to reduce those numbers whenever we can, but it is not easy. I said before I restarted this live, I said, you know, if you've never tried to catch ducks that don't want to be caught before, you won't understand. It's pretty dang impossible. And so I said 2 days ago, we had a guy who wanted some of our ducks come out. He still wants some more, but we were only able to catch like 3 that day, which is fine. And then today we had some other family come out that wanted some ducks, and we were able to catch 3 adults for them. And they said that they wanted our ducklings if we were giving them away. And we're like, yeah, take those 13 ducklings and their mama, since she likes to lay eggs under the house. Because she will do that for her next cycle. She'll lay them under the house again. And I can't have that. So, you know, I wasn't outside for the first half of this duck catching. Mama duck has already been caught. And now it's just the babies in the middle of the pond. That's when I came outside, and I was like, okay, what can I do to help? I know I'm kind of repeating myself for those who have already watched, but I hope you enjoyed hearing it again. Something you should know about me is ever since I have met Ellie and even lived here, I have always said I will not go in the pond. I will not do it. It's not because I think the pond is gross. I mean, I do a little bit because it's a mud bottom pond, but there's no dead water, there's no algae, you know, it's a safe pond. I don't like open water, I don't like getting in ponds. I'll get in swimming pools, that's just about it. I don't like lakes either. I don't like it if it's not 100% clear, I can't see the bottom. So that ended today. I got in the pond, and it wasn't unwillingly. I got in the pond willingly, but I wasn't like fully ready to get in the pond yet. I just thought, okay, let me go on the shoreline next to the ducklings and try to catch them and move them up to shore. My first mistake was wearing my slides into the shoreline, which is very slick, and when I realized I couldn't get them, I went to go back on the shore and I slipped and I fell belly first into the shallow part of the pond. So like I also fell like on the shore, so I'm muddy at this point. Like it's gross. It's just gross. Thank goodness my hair was up. Thank goodness, or it would have been muddy too. So at that point I'm mad because I'm like, well, dang it, I wasn't fully ready to like go fall into the pond. You know, I hadn't fully committed on being fully in the pond. I had just had like up to my ankles, you know. But then now at this point I was like, okay, well, you have been dunked in the pond. It's time to go. And so at that point I'm like, well, I can't walk around the pond in my slides because the bottom of the pond is a mud bottom, and if you get in there you'll start to like sink. And I was like, I really like my slides, I don't want to lose my slides. So after I had my little fit, I don't think he got that on video, but I had a fit because I fell. I wasn't ready to fall, and you know, I face in the water a little bit. I caught my face from hitting the ground, but I did get a little bit of mud and stuff, so I wasn't happy about it. I wasn't ready for it. So I chunked my slides, had to go back in the pond to get the slides. And so I'm like, okay, let's do this now. If I'm already wet, I'm gonna take full advantage of this. So I go in the pond. Nobody else is in the pond because it's Ellie and I, and then a husband and a wife. And we're not gonna make them get in our ponds. I will say the husband did get in the pond a little bit. But so, you know, as I start to get in the pond, the wife is like, hey, it looks like you know, that there's like something in the water. I was like, oh, well, we have frogs and we have turtles. She goes, this looks like an alligator. And I'm like, okay, well, you're right. It kind of does look like an alligator. But I was like, no, you know, I'm going to tell myself it's not an alligator, and I'm just going to go because these baby ducklings, mama has already been caught. They won't survive without mama. And so we're just gonna do it. Turns out, y'all, it was just a really big bullfrog, But anyways, that's not the point. So I got a pair of Ellie's boots. He does own a pair of boots. Jamie got him some boots. And I didn't think that when I got in the pond, I don't know why I didn't think they wouldn't fill up with water. Common sense tells you that they would. And they definitely did. But I understand now why people say, like, if you fall into the ocean or something and you're struggling and you've got like a lot of clothes on, they will bring you down. And so I'm just in a pair of shorts and a t-shirt now, and these massive boots. So like I didn't think it was gonna weigh me down a whole bunch. But I get in the water, and at first I'm kind of just walking around in the water. You know, I'm able to do that. But then at some point, the ducklings start going to the middle of the pond where it's deeper. And I can touch in the middle of the pond, but because it's muddy, you sink in it. And so I was like, okay, you know, I have to swim. And I thought that, I mean, I'm a decent swimmer. I can swim, you know. I'm not going to drown or anything. I know what to do if, like, I get in trouble in the water. You know, I can hold my own in the water, I'd like to think. But I did not anticipate how exhausted it would make me to swim with those big old boots on. So at first I'm in there and I'm just trying to swim, and I look ridiculous. My legs aren't working. And let me tell you, Ellie has a video. My husband got a video of me while I was swimming like a lunatic. So that video there better be some payoff there. Y'all are gonna have to view that video because I put in the work there, let me tell you. I took one for the team. And so I'm swimming, my feet aren't working, and I'm like, okay, let's do, you know, the outstretched arms, let's try to frog swim, you know, something, anything. We got to get something going here. And I didn't realize, like, just how heavy those boots were going to be. So flopping my feet around made me exhausted, but then I'm like, okay, my feet aren't working, so I need to utilize my hands. I need to like, okay, go inside, Maisie. Go inside, Maisie. Go inside. I need to utilize my hands more. And then I was like, wait, if there is an alligator or a snake or a turtle or anything in the pond, if I just flop my hands about, it's not gonna want to come anywhere near me. So I acted like a lunatic in the water and just flinging my hands about. I mean, I look ridiculous. I look like I don't know how to swim. Like, I'm guessing when the video comes out, for those of you who do go watch my husband's video of me in the pond, trying to rescue these baby ducklings, I'm gonna look like a lunatic. And I'm anticipating some people being like, this girl don't know how to swim. Like, she would drown. And so, like I said, the pond was not deep. I could touch, but when I would start to put my feet down, it would start to sink. So it got to the point that we're not catching these ducklings. So I just threw my head back, and my mom always taught me, you know, if you're starting to struggle in the water, you know, throw your head back. Because at that point, I couldn't tread water anymore. My legs are exhausted. Like, even my calves right now, like, still hurt. Just from the sheer amount of weight in the boots. They were completely filled up with water. And I am not a strong person to begin with. And I don't swim all the time. I'm definitely not an athlete. You know, I don't do all that. I don't have the best endurance either. But I was going for it. Yeah, so at some point, I finally gave up. I was like, okay, your hair is going to get wet from the pond. Like, that's going to happen. So I threw my head back, and I was just like, yeah, okay, this is where I... And Ellie's like, what is she doing? Like, what is she doing? And I'm like, okay, yeah, we're good. I'm good. I'm just, you know, and the trolls are here. Hey, Teresa, can you comment real quick? Just comment anything. I'm going to add you as a moderator if you're here, Teresa. And you can handle that for me while I continue to tell my story. Because I don't want to handle it, if I'm being totally honest. Can I just add anybody as a moderator? No, I can't. Teresa, are you here? Yes, Teresa Yulin Hake. Add as a moderator. I'm just gonna... There we go. Okay. Anyways. Oh my gosh. Tallulah, leave the... I'm sorry, my goat's trying to, she's trying to eat the, Come on, Maisie. Let's come back outside. Come back outside. Okay, so, anyways, in the pond. Then, it finally got to the point where Ellie's like, yeah, I guess I've got to get in the pond, too. And it was like, nobody was forcing anybody to get in the pond. Even the people that were here, they're like, no, we don't have to do all of this. Like you don't have to do all of this. But we're like, no, we're gonna catch these babies for you. We've already caught them all. So Ellie goes to get in the pond, and I had made a joke. I had made a joke about 5 minutes earlier to the lady, the wife that was here. And I was like, look, if an alligator or a snake or a frog or a turtle brushes up against me, you are going to see me walk on water. I said, I know that's like reserved for Jesus, but if something like that touches me or I see something like that, I'm gone. I'm walking on water. You will see it. So mind you, I've made my statement, like, I'm getting out of this water quickly. It's going to be graceful. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to happen, right? And not even 5 minutes later, Ellie gets in the pond and I'm swimming. You know, at this point, I'm enjoying myself. It's like, you're already wet. You're already disgusting. I've gotten over the fear, you know, all of that. We're just going at this point. And Ellie goes, Lovey, you need to get out of the water. That's all I heard is like, Lovey, you need to get out of the water. Like, what is wrong? There's a snake in the water. I cannot repeat on this live what I said. He didn't get that on video because he had done, he threw his phone to get in the water. So I'm sure those of you that have met me and know that I cuss a bit. I don't do it on camera because kids watch my channel sometimes. There's a snake in the water. And I remember I had previously said, I'm gonna walk on water. I did not walk on water. It was not graceful. Actually, I want to see what he says. Hey, Lovey, what did it look like when you told me that the snake was in the water?
You started trying to run out, but you kept slipping.
How bad did it look?
No, I didn't get a video, actually.
You got a video of me getting out?
No, I didn't.
I was gonna say that was bad. It was not good. It was a whole lot of screaming. I inhaled water, which probably isn't good. I'm screaming, I'm cussing. Nobody else except Ellie knows what's going on. And I'm just like trying to get out of the water. I'm in the middle of the pond, y'all. I'm in the middle of the pond with the snake. And I get out and I'm like, are you sure that that was a snake? He goes, yeah, I saw its head. It was slithering. I'm like, are you sure it wasn't a turtle? Now, the turtles were at one end of the pond. We were not at the turtle end of the pond. So I was like, what color is it? You know, it was like beige or something like that. And I'm like, are you sure? Like, are you sure? He goes, I'm pretty sure. Oh, it's cats. I was like, I don't think that there's really a snake. He goes, no, I promise you there was a snake. And so all that said, we caught 2 out of 13 ducklings. We caught 2 and the mama, and the people were like, well, can we go ahead and take the 2? We'll raise them inside, you know, because that's not a problem. Baby ducklings, if you're like raising them inside, they say don't put them in the water until like 4 weeks old because of their oil glands. I don't know why they can do it with mama, but when it's like with you, they can't. I don't understand. But it's okay. And so, I mean, I was like, yeah, that's fine. You know, I actually have 2 of her ducklings in the house with me right now that I'm trying to turn into Pablos, if you know who Pablo was. I'm trying to turn them into Pablos. And for future emergencies, I will moderate. I normally go horizontal, and they're normally, when you go horizontal, it doesn't put you like on the like For You page almost, where just anybody can join. When you go horizontal, it's normally only your viewers or people that are kind of in your circle or realm of content. I had just went vertical because to hold my phone horizontal right when I started, my arms were like still burning from trying to tread water in the pond. So that's why. I'm sorry if the trolls are driving you nuts. That's why I had Teresa moderate because, you know, that. But yeah, so I was like, yeah, you can go ahead and take 2, and then the other, you know, 11 or so we'll try to catch within the next coming days. But then we're like, but what do we do about mama? They will not survive without the mom. The mom guides them away from turtles, all of those things. And I was like, shoot, yeah. And so we're like, let's release the mama back to the pond, and we'll do that. And then tomorrow during feed time, the next couple of days, I'll try to catch them, and if I can catch them, I'll put them in the stall like I've done before. I think those of you that remember, back in right before the flood, I believe. I think it was right before the flood. We had a mama that had 17 ducklings, and you know, I'm sorry, I'm just reading this comment. She had, oh my gosh, my chickens are fighting. 17 ducklings, and I was like, if I let them go to the pond, because we had a lot of turtles. Like, now we've had some ducklings in the pond, and they've been surviving a lot better. But before the flood, almost a year ago now, and Hurricane Beryl of last year, we had a lot of turtles. Like, honestly, if you wanted to, I'm not saying that this is what we did, but you could go out and you could sit with a chair in the pond, and you could pop a BB gun and do target practice on them because there were that many. So, you know, there were a lot. But then something happened after, I think when we had the flood, the May flood last year. Sorry, I was scrolling, reading a bunch of, you know, a bunch of comments, Teresa. So, my friend, you are a troll. It seems like you're a troll. Anyways, when, you know, the water got right up here to our porch, like right there. If you think about it, all the turtles in the pond, that means if the water got up here on our porch, you know, there's water everywhere. And so after that in Hurricane Barrel, we didn't see a whole lot of turtles anymore, but they are back. And so really trying to collect all the eggs from these ducks. But oh, Teresa, I'm gonna handle that one. This girl is married, my friend. We are putting you in timeout. Woo! No, this girl is married, and not for you to say that. Don't make me get my husband out here. Don't make me get him out here. Sorry. Oh, that creeps me out. That really creeps me out. That really creeps me out. So yeah, we didn't catch ducklings, and they were born under the house, so I couldn't get their eggs, because who's gonna go underneath your house to find duck eggs? Because I didn't know there was even a duckling under there. So yeah, but since I'm pretty much dried, YouTube saw that could hurt your channel. Actually, my friend, I don't know if you know how YouTube works. You can actually cuss on YouTube. I'm not going to, because like I said, there are kids that watch my channel, and those that have met me in person know that I do. But yeah, so the YouTube rule is essentially you cannot say a cuss word in the title or like the first 5 seconds. So that's kind of how that goes. That's like the YouTube rule. So yeah, man, you're having to work overtime, Teresa. I am so sorry. But yeah, whoever said the cockerel sounded awesome, this would be him. That's Rocky. Rocky's mean. Rocky, if you look, this bruise, that's from Rocky. Yeah, don't bite. And then this is Cassie and Callie. They're my husbands. And that's my candy corn Polish candy. Let's see. Did somebody say white chicken? Were we talking about her? She's actually she's an emu. Let's see if Peachy will let us get near her. Come here, Peaches. Peaches! In other news, we have to get a new battery for our lawnmower. So this grass is just long, so I need to go find the new battery, but I have to take the battery out of the lawnmower, and then all this pond stuff happened. Crazy. Let's see if we can give my chickens some eggs. The reason I went live though, y'all, I don't think I'm going to be able to get my video up tonight. Like I said, I haven't been able to video today. I wasn't feeling good earlier this morning, and then all the pond stuff. And so I am not going to be able to put together a video today. But what do y'all think about, if y'all haven't heard about it, for those that are not new here, what do we think about the Upsy Daisy thing? I got a FaceTime call about that this morning. And that was hilarious, that FaceTime call. And I'm not gonna lie, I laughed. I laughed. And I heard Jamie on the phone. She goes, "Is Megan laughing?" Yeah, Megan's laughing because that's hilarious. Like, that would only happen to this family, you know? Hi, Zig. Do you want to say hi to everybody? There's my bird. I thought it was hilarious when we got that call. It was so funny. At first, Ellie goes, like, Lester goes, "I have to show y'all something." He goes, "You know, it's alpaca shearing day." Emu, not an ostrich. Not an ostrich. We've had ostriches, won't do that. Well, they weren't mine, but won't do that. Because ostriches are, well, they're a lot. Hi, Hissy Fit. Hi, Mama. Okay, sorry, I'm just watching my chicks. Let's see. Hey, Rooster. You are. You're a good dog. Whew. Okay, what else do we have? I need to find Tilly. I hear her. I hear her bell. Tilly! 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 Where are you? Tilly! Come here! Tilly! Ah! Gosh. Ready to leave the pasture? Would you like to come out now? Oh, look at you. Would you like to come out of the pasture, Till? I don't think she cares. Come on, maybe you have to do the walk. I cannot open this gate to get over here because the rest of the goats are gonna come out and we don't wanna let the rest of the goats out. I'm gonna do a head count real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. All goats are here. Yeah, come on. Come on, Till. Tilly, for anybody, oh, Phoebe, that's new. Go inside, Tallulah. Tilly, she grew up in the house with her, Tilly, come on, with her previous owners. And she, well, she thinks she's a dog. Or maybe a human. I don't know what she thinks she is. Oh, we're really zoomed in. There we go. Hey, Tilly. She's like, I'm not coming near you. You're wet. Yeah. Hi, baby girl. Oh, you're so sweet. Tilly, they can't see you when you get that close. You beautiful girl. Oh, Phoebe, why'd you ruin it? Can you eat them? We do not eat. I mean, I guess you can eat a goat. We don't do that. We don't eat our animals. We don't eat our animals. Not even our chickens. Not even the mean roosters. Some people who have a mean rooster will process them. We don't do that. We try to rescue as many animals as we can, and some we buy, but some we rescue, but we do not eat our animals. Okay, let's see who else we can find. We've got Annabelle right here. Hello, Annabelle. Hello, good girl. Look at your eyes, beautiful. Am I a vegetarian? No, I'm not a vegetarian. I'm assuming these are new people. I'm not vegetarian. I do eat meat. I do eat chicken. I do eat beef, but I do not eat my own animals. I do not eat my own animals. I don't do that. And like I said, we rescue a lot of them. So like this one right here, for those of you that know, y'all are here along the ride. This right here is Annabelle. Annabelle was a rehome. We took her in. Her previous owner, she was under a year old. And so this frog is broken, but it healed on its own. And so a lot of people, actually a lot of vets would recommend euthanize them because their weight can't really sustain a broken leg. But I'm not gonna say she healed, but she adapted. She's not a dwarf. I have no idea what she is. She's lost a lot of weight since she came to us, and she's more mobile than she ever was, so we're really happy with that. But I couldn't tell you any of the breeds that our pigs are, honestly. We assume most of them are potbelly. I think one of them might have some hog in them. Where is Horace? We gotta find Horace. Where could Horace be? If you think that pig's cute, you're gonna think Horace is cute. Horace looks like a dwarf, but he's not. And then there's Piggles. Oh, that's right, Mr. Piggles. Piggles is the only one that I can actually tell you what breed he is because he's purebred. Horace! I actually don't know where Piggles is. Horace? Piggles is somewhere in the pasture. Horace is walking around somewhere. Horace is a beautiful pig, though. He has got blue eyes. Actually, the people that came to pick up the ducks were Horace's old owners. Hi, Olga. Let's go find Horace. Ah, there's Horace. Okay. Playing hide and seek. Well, I think I hear a little piggly in the background, potentially. It's always something. All right, here be Horace. Horace! Hi, buddy.